probably have either been that girl or known that girl who is friends with a guy. They've been hanging out for a while. They've probably been texting, flirting maybe a little bit, but they're not really sure like where this is going. Are they dating? If not, are they headed towards dating? You probably need to have a conversation where you define the relationship. We like to call it a DTR, and you get on the same page. Ideally, the boy would bring this up. He would tell you that he likes you, he wants to start dating you, you feel the same way. Great. If he doesn't bring it up, then you probably are going to need to initiate that conversation on your own. The good news is that you're a powerful person and you can do that. It's pretty easy. You can actually just start it with some questions like, hey, I'd like to talk about us. Where do you see us? Where do you see our friendship headed? And it's a simple conversation that could lead into a lot of clarity. I actually was that girl. I had been hanging out with a guy for a few months. We have been texting, flirting a bit, and I just didn't know if he felt the same way. I had realized that I liked him, but I didn't know where he stood. So we were having breakfast one morning, and I told him that I liked him, and I wanted to know where he saw our friendship headed. Longest 10-second pause of my life. He tells me that he likes me too, and that we should start heading towards dating. I've been married to the guy for 7 years, so obviously these kind of conversations can work out pretty well. There are a couple possible outcomes after you broach the subject. One, you tell him you like him, you ask where this is headed. He says he likes you too. Awesome, no big deal. Two, he doesn't know. I know you're thinking that's impossible, but girls, we think about things a lot, and it's possible that this is the first time he's really thought about it. So you should give him some grace, ask him to take a few days, think about it, and let you know what his feelings are. He can come back to the subject. So that's another option as well. The third is that he doesn't like you. He just wants to stay friends. He enjoys your friendship. That one's gonna hurt a little bit, I know. But you probably need to change some things about your friendship to protect your heart. So you probably need to text less, hang out less. You need to make sure that your heart is protected and gonna match the level of commitment he's ready for. So it feels easier sometimes to avoid this conversation. It can be potentially painful or awkward, but long term, you save yourself pain if you have it earlier rather than avoiding it, just hoping it comes up or there's some clarity. It kind of would be like if you took a road trip, you think you're going to Disneyland. It's okay that there's hours of boring car ride because you know that you're headed to Disneyland and you're super excited about it. Final destination, you get out of the car, and you're in the middle of nowhere in the desert at a gas station. This is not where you thought this was headed at all. And you feel like you just wasted a few months of your life. If you had actually had the conversation and talked about where you were going at the beginning, you would have saved yourself a lot of pain and wasted time. So it's worth it to have these conversations for sure. So think about it. Are there any guys in your life that you probably need to go get on the same page, figure out where your friendship is headed? It's probably time you need to have a define the relationship talk.